welcome to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris.
My name is Vincent.
Yeah, and today we are doing a review for the May 18th episode of AEW Dynamite. And not only that, this is the earliest time we've ever recorded a review.
That's true. I mean, I'm not really sure. I don't really remember any other earlier time that we did it.
Yeah, 2:30. This is the earliest. Probably
Yeah, it
ever.
has to be. Usually it's like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It's
Yeah,
never like
things,
2:30.
but things work out this way, and now this is what we're doing. We're doing this early,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do our best to run through this the best as possible.
We just wanted to put the content out there, so because we're not going to be able to do too much of it, most likely.
And also, some of us are busy doing things.
Yeah, because we're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, Dynamite started off with the Samoa Joe versus the Joker match in the Owen Hart tournament.
I mean, I think the Joker had him here.
Wasn't
The Joker's a pretty powerful guy.
Yes, he has the makeup and everything. Fights Batman consistently. Doesn't win, but
He
consistently.
put a card in his mouth and made him choke on it.
Yeah, it would have been impressive, but it's actually Johnny Elite.
It
John
wasn't
Morris.
that impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. I was cool with it. I don't know what you thought.
I mean, I think Johnny Gargano did a good job.
I think, for a guy who just had a kid, I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I think so.
The match,
I love Samoa Joe and his aggressiveness. I think that really carried the match to its full potential.
Samoa Joe's fantastic, man. I forgot how much I love that guy.
I mean, yeah, me too. I mean, he's been a commentator for a little bit, so it's been hard to picture him back in the ring, especially because I haven't really been there for him winning ROH championship or anything like that. So.
I'm really happy seeing him do his thing again, man, because I missed it so much. As good as he was in commentary, it just wasn't the same.
As much as I missed him wrestling, I missed the muscle buster.
I also did. I'm so happy to see it back.
And he's busting muscles everywhere.
Don't get me wrong, I love the coquina clutch. It's just it doesn't hit the same.
They hit differently, yeah, for sure. There's certain times for the coquina clutch, and there's certain times for the muscle buster.
Yeah, but overall, this match was a mix of Morrison's agility versus Joe's strength and power. And Joe ends up winning in the end. He advances into the final, and he's attacked by Jay Lethal.
I wasn't too impressed by Johnny Elite, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a 20-minute thing. It wasn't too much.
It wasn't. I mean, I don't even think it was 20 minutes.
I don't know. It felt like a little bit.
I don't think it was.
So does he just change his name depending on where he is? Like when he goes back to wherever he was wrestling before, does he change his name again? Is that
Like
what
if
he
he
does?
goes to Mexico, he's like Johnny Mundo.
So I don't know. He keeps track of all these things, man. It's
When
kind
he
of
goes
rough.
to Impact, he's Johnny Impact. When he goes to NWA, he's Johnny NWA.
Change his name for one night, man. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Is he signed or not?
I would assume if he has a whole Titantron made and it says Johnny Elite.
Yeah. His
But
theme song, I don't even remember what he came out to, like his theme song or anything like that, but
I don't know
that's
why I
probably
thought
because
he'd
it
get the
wasn't
old one.
good. No.
I thought he'd get the old one. I don't know why I did. I just thought he would.
Like, what do you mean?
Like the one he had WWE, because I don't think that's made by them, if I'm not mistaken.
They might have bought the rights to it, though, when he came back.
Potentially.
Did they use it in WWE when he came back?
When he had matches, yeah, but mostly it was the Miz theme song.
Okay.
But
Yeah, they
anyways,
probably bought the rights to it.
Samoa Joe gets attacked by Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and it's had them sing the big dude.
Yeah.
But the best friends come out, they help, and that's basically the end of the segment.
Wait, who came out from the best friends then?
It was Romero, Trent, and Chuck.
Okay. Is Chuck injured or something?
I really don't know because Roppongi Vice is happening. He doesn't seem to be too involved with that. As you'll see later on in the
They
show.
said they were going to They were going to get all the championships from New Japan, from Ring of Honor, from AEW.
They teased. We'll talk about it later, but they teased a very interesting match. So I'm looking forward to that. Not sure about Chuck's status there.
It's very weird.
Moving on, speaking of tag teams, the Hardys are backstage. Apparently, they were running an angle where Hardy might not be able to compete tonight. I didn't know this was a thing until like they started talking about it on commentary for 2 minutes before this interview.
Makes sense. He went
Uh,
through a pretty gnarly match with Darby. So
I mean, that's pretty true, but also like, come on, we all kind of figured.
come on, what?
They said it's happening next week, so no one ever thought it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, they're advertising and stuff. So I mean, I feel like it's not a good business decision to advertise something like that if you don't really know if the person's 100%.
I'm just saying, like, if you want to do the storyline where like Jeff might not be able to do this, have Tony Khan get on Twitter and be like, I don't know, maybe you can do it, maybe you can't. We'll give you an update on Dynamite. But it didn't happen
Yeah,
as far as I'm aware.
he'll give you a personal update on Dynamite.
But anyways,
He's just dancing. I want to see Tony Khan dance to the Hardy theme song.
watching the Jeff dance specifically.
Yeah, just that dance. That's it.
I want to see him do it. Maybe trip, do the Tony Khan yell.
He falls. He gets back up. He keeps doing the dance.
I want to see Jeff and Matt look at him like he's some sort of psychopath.
Probably is some sort of psychopath.
But yeah. Anyways, this interview confirms that Jeff Hardy will be in the main event, and the Young Bucks show up, teasing that match again. Jeff Hardy's like, look, man, I'm gonna have that main event match. Don't worry. And Matt Hardy's like, look, just show up in that match. I will kill the both of you personally. I swear to God.
Damn. Well, that's not what happened though.
No, they didn't get involved at all until the end of the match.
Yeah.
So next up, you see CM Punk's on commentary. See Scooby Doo in the crowd, and they got me really hyped. I don't know about you.
Scooby Doo's in the crowd.
Scooby Doo, my guy, he's in the crowd.
Ever had the Scooby Doo snacks? The Scooby snacks?
I mean, I just want to know how Scooby came there, but Shaggy didn't. Did he have prior engagements?
He's
Potentially,
probably
but
engaged. It's true.
I don't know. Who knows? I just want to know more about that. But
Maybe he's caught in the middle of entanglement.
potentially, entangled in some mystery stuff, Mystery Inc.
Yeah,
I don't know
possibly.
Scooby got out of that though.
I don't know, man. He must have ran all four of his legs.
He must have done the cartoon run. Where you run in place and then you feed off.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the quickest way to teleport.
That's how I do things sometimes too. Can I get out of a bad situation?
Yeah. He
It's
just
not easy.
somehow ended up in that arena at that specific time.
Yeah, he didn't have a take it. He just sat there. He's like, you know what? Seems cool enough. Why not?
He didn't have a stash of Scooby snacks with him though.
He confiscated it at the front door. It's unfortunate, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. They thought it was
But
drugs, and they were correct.
man, it's rough. But moving on, we get to my favorite match of the entire night: Hangman Page versus Takeshita. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct.
TK.
No, it's for TK. Page versus TK. Also, it's a fantastic match. I loved it.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, I liked it. It made TK look good. Hangman looked good. I mean, but Hangman, he looked dominant actually.
Yeah, it looked really cool. He had the cool ending sequence where he hit the buckshot and Takeshita got up right into a GTS. So he's trying to get back
Yeah.
at Punk for last week. But Punk, he didn't mind. He's like, you know what? That's pretty cool. I like that.
I think TK won me over though. I mean, I don't know if he's apparently had a match like Rampage or something, but I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Rampage just came back like yesterday, man.
It's true.
Uh,
You gotta give us some time to catch up on stuff. Okay.
but anyways, we get the stare down between Punk and Hangman after the match. And they'll be having a face-off next week where they will do a promo and potentially fight. Who knows?
Okay. I mean, like, look, Hangman Page. I don't want to cheer for this guy. Okay. CM Punk. I also don't want to cheer for this guy. So I mean, I don't know who to cheer for.
The audience was pretty 50-50, but me personally, I think this might be my favorite Hangman feud by default.
And
But
possibly by default. I mean, like of all time, like of all his feuds.
no, I mean since he's won the championship.
Okay, since he's won the championship, yeah, I do agree. But
It might just be because of Punk having some input on this potentially. Well, I
I mean,
think so.
he's done just more story stuff. Like like there's been less story and other stuff he's done. And Dark Order comes in and out of his shit. Like I don't understand what's happening with him.
Dark Order, we'll see in this next segment. They're hanging out with Fuego del Sol for some reason.
They just hang out wherever the fuck they want, I guess.
Dude's lost. Stu Grayson, unfortunately, left the company. They replaced him with
Unfortunately.
Fuego del Sol for one night only.
Is Evil Uno still there?
He is, yeah. He was in this promo.
Okay, cool.
Him and Ten teaming up with Fuego del Sol, taking on the House of Black on Rampage.
I love 10.
That's pretty cool. I don't see him do much, so I like to see him do more.
Powerhouse.
Uh, Moving forward, get to Swerve and Lee going up against the Workhorsemen. Haven't seen them since DPW.
It was kind of a transition, okay.
It was Powerhouse Hobbs, he's around. He just doesn't come until after the match. You can
Exactly.
close on that one.
That was very close.
But this is more getting over Swerve and Lee than anything else. They won
Why are
pretty.
they a tag team? They shouldn't be a tag team. Okay?
I mean, look, they just don't like Team Taz. That's really all it is. And they want
I
to
don't
take the
give a
titles now.
fuck if they don't like anybody. Okay, well, I just feel like they shouldn't be put together as a tag team when they should just be singles wrestlers. But like, I don't know. Stop bringing all these dudes in and like put them in random places. Like Christian doesn't need to be part of Jurassic Express, but he's talking on their behalf now.
She needs to be wrestling again, man. I miss that.
What'd you say?
I miss Christian wrestling.
I want Christian wrestling, yeah, like in singles matches,
They don't do it
not
often, man.
six-man tags.
Every once in a while. I'd like to see him wrestle.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, this match happened against these two jobber guys.
It happened. It was alright, nothing crazy. Lee gets in the mic
They
and
call
says,
it the Big Fold or whatever it's called.
whatever it is, pretty cool. It's a power bomb. After a double knees. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. Oh, we
But
forgot to talk about that time that John Morrison ran into Samoa Joe. Like Samoa Joe just bouldered the guy, like fucking trucked him.
I missed that part.
It was great. Like I like when people just run and they just get like knocked down like, from the other side by the other guy.
It's always a fun spot. I enjoy it.
When
Like
Keith Lee does it usually, but Samoa Joe did it this time.
the bounce, it's a great spot.
The pounce.
The match ends here. Lee gets in the mic and says, "You know what? I love Texas. We're in the top 5 now." Starks and the Hobbs come out.
How? How the
I
fuck?
They must have been really racking up those wins in Dark and Elevation, man.
Yeah, probably.
I just assume whatever something I don't know about it's because it happened on Dark and Elevation. One of those two.
That's usually how it happens. And I think they're aware that no one watches that shit really.
I
Unless
mean,
you literally have zero things to do in your life.
you're really gonna be a diehard AEW mark. I love guys, but I don't love them that much. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm just kind of chilling, watching whenever I can.
So Starks and Hobbs come out. He insults Keith Lee, and then Keith
This is
Lee.
great. I love this segment altogether as a whole.
Mhm.
I think all the insults and shit like that, all the roasting, it made me laugh a lot.
The Starks. He went after Keith Lee. I forgot what he called him, but then Keith Lee went after his fit.
I
I thought
think
it
he
was
called him
funny.
Rex from Toy Story.
Rex from Toy Story. Yeah. I
That
mean,
was hilarious.
that was a nice one. I mean, it took me a second. I was like, I mean, not really, but I mean, it is what it is. Keith Lee insults Starks, unfortunately, or was it? No, it was Swerve who insulted him after that,
Yeah, swerved it.
which I thought was pretty messed up. I thought it was pretty tripped out. Not gonna lie with you.
I think Swerve has a really good theme song.
Haven't heard that theme song.
Well, you're just not listening, bro. How haven't you heard that theme song?
I mean, look, I don't see him that often. I've seen him more recently, but I don't know. I saw his matches coming on, and I was like, okay, we know how this is gonna go. Let's just get to the end where the other teams get involved.
Him and Keith Lee have great theme songs. I think they need to work on a collaboration type thing.
They're gonna be a tag team. Why not? I guess.
Yeah, they can make it happen.
Speaking of teams, though, we get Team Christian. They come out. Christian insults Ricky Starks.
Christian's insult was crazy.
They look at you play golf with my granddad. What the hell is that? They come out here looking like that. Wrestling show. It's
I
ridiculous.
was listening to his whole promo walking down to my mailbox.
You ain't good, man.
I was like multitasking today all day, just like doing different shit and
You didn't get
just trying to watch Dynamite as quick as possible, but it definitely was not working.
Which ain't good mail though. What's the question?
No, I got no good mail. The mail sucks. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
What do you think we get in the mail?
I don't know, man. Sometimes you get a card from somebody. Sometimes you get a package you ordered.
When I was a kid and I get a letter from somebody, I'm popping off. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Someone actually invited me to their birthday party.
Yeah,
But
sometimes you get a
no, when you get older, no one invites you to their birthday party. You're like, okay, it's just mail. Okay.
sometimes you get excited. It's a letter, and you look at it, it's a letter from your school. You get kind of sad. You know,
Yeah.
that's how it
You
is.
are suspended. You are expelled for what you did.
Hey, I know you've been going to our school lately. How do you feel about giving us more money? Uh,
Exactly.
I
And
don't
you're
know.
like, okay, sure. I'll give you $100,000. Where would you like to transfer this money? Somewhere
Uh,
else in another country.
could you pay it to us all in Best Buy gift cards, please? Thank you.
Exactly. Crazy.
Anyways, back to this year. Christian proposes a match at Double or Nothing. All three teams going for the titles. So
I feel
mostly
like there's a
running.
lot of tag team matches going on.
I mean, they just really ran back the triple threat from the last pay per view. So I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, really. I feel like they're just completely lost on creatively. I don't think they know what they're doing.
For me, it's really just Jurassic Express, man. I really and
I
both
think
three
it's Tony
teams.
Khan stressed the fuck out about MJF's contract. That's all he's worried about. He's
It
like, I
would be
don't know, just put Swerve and Keith Lee together and then put Christian in the Jurassic Express for life and, whatever.
Christian said he wants to wrestle. Tell him 2 weeks, man. I don't know. Give him a give him a
Give him
timetable.
a candy bar and, extra money or something. I don't know.
Tell him he'll work on signing Edge if he's good. I don't know.
Yeah. Or tell him we'll get him a new theme song or something. I don't know.
I'm working on getting what that one song you gotta do. Don't worry about it, man. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Just close your eyes. Well, I shouldn't close my eyes. I'm signing this contract.
Yeah. And also after that match is proposed is Swerve versus Jungle Boy versus Starks, which I'm looking forward to. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds decent.
Moving on, we get to one of my favorite promos of the night, which because of the one specific part of it. Statlander and Red Velvet over promo. I don't really care about that. What I care about is Shady comes in afterwards. Good to Tony. She says, Tony, cut the shit, man. And you know what? I appreciate that.
It's like a catchphrase now.
Truly a Wrassle Graps favorite is Jade Cargill. 2
Definitely.
times now.
For sure. I would thank her personally if I was to meet her in person.
Me too. I said, you get it. Adam Cole gets it. Even Serena Deeb later on in the show understands. I
Oh
just
my
greatly
god.
appreciate it.
That was perfect. That was amazing.
I was watching the whole show, man. I couldn't believe it, man. Twice in one night.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Moving on, we get to Wardlow's 10 lashes. MJF is anti-Texas, canceling out the Keith Lee pro-Texas stuff going on there.
Damn it.
It's unfortunate, but it's just how it is.
Everyone hates Texas tonight.
Besides Keith Lee.
I guess besides Keeley, yeah.
So MJF calls the crowd. He calls the crowd fat, and then the camera pans to one specific lady in the crowd. I thought it was pretty messed up.
That's fucked up, yeah. Don't fat shame an actual random person.
The camera's like, I don't know, man. I gotta find somebody.
We gotta cut to this person. We got him spotted right there, right there.
Got her in 4K, man. That's kind of messed up.
That sucks, yeah.
Anyways, Wardlow comes out. He starts getting hit. He knows that was like 9 of the lashes. Pisses off MJF so bad he lowblows him. And him and Sean Spears just kick his ass.
Hell yeah. This Wardlow guy is getting me to cheer for him, okay?
I saw on Twitter someone put side by side Cody taking the lashes and Wardlow to Virgin Cody versus Chad Wardlow.
Yeah.
It's very relatable. Appreciate it. Yeah, moving on.
Uh,
I
I
mean,
was
not
gonna
much
say,
to
do you
talk
like this
about.
better than the Cody feud?
I feel like there's I was gonna say less story, but there's not less story. There's more story here, or about the same amount, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
it's kind of the same amount because they've been together for a while.
I guess I have to say we have to see how it ends for me to truly judge it, because right now
Yeah.
it feels very kind of similar.
It really is just similar, yeah.
Because the tasks that Wardlow has to do to get this match are basically the same thing that Cody had to do. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I think MJF needs to work on his creative stuff.
Uh, you can't bring out the 5 trials of Jericho every time, it's gotta run back something else.
Exactly. That's the only thing that's going on. It's like AEW kind of feels bland right now. The stories.
Enough. What I would be more annoyed about it if they didn't have great in-ring stuff going on. So I'm cool with it at the moment.
Yeah, the
But
wrestling matches are good, but like, what's happening? Like, why am I watching these wrestling matches? What's the reason?
I mean, the Wardlow story, it's pretty good, I feel. I
But
think
look, the Wardlow story is only good because of MJF.
it's pretty true, actually. Yeah, he's making it work.
Like I just said, like if MJF leaves, that's like a huge blow. It's like you cut all of your story out of AEW at that point.
It's right. That'd be a huge loss. I don't think he's really going there. I think he knows they won't be able to
I
do
think
the
I know
stuff
what's
he does.
happening because it definitely feels like kayfabe, but who knows anymore with Cody Rhodes and whatnot. Who knows?
I believe he's not going to actually go there is because I think he knows he won't be able to do the heel stuff he does.
Yeah. Honestly, who really fucking knows?
I don't know. Anyways, moving forward, we get to the Roppongi Vice stuff. They challenge FTR for the ROH belts. That's going to be a great match. Looking forward to that one.
That should be good. Yeah.
Next up, we get to Kyle O'Reilly versus Ray Phoenix. A very good match between two great wrestlers.
Super good. This dude, Ray Phoenix, can do anything on those ropes.
The hitting man, he even which he did really well when he sold his arm and his leg in the match.
King of ropes stuff.
So it was a great match here. It was Kyle O'Reilly's striking versus Ray Phoenix's high flying stuff.
I mean, it's
O'Reilly,
really striking, and then like the technical ability of Kyle O'Reilly.
I could
So
agree
he's
with him.
able to ground Ray Phoenix more.
Yeah, no, if I'm not mistaken, he actually ends up beating Ray Phoenix with a submission.
Yeah. I remember like
And
JR was like, "Oh, he reminds me of Bryan Danielson."
I didn't catch that part, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I caught it.
But I'm really happy about the outcome because we get the match I really want on this tournament, which is Kyle O'Reilly versus Samoa Joe. That's gonna be great.
That sounds amazing. It sounds like it's gonna be a classic, or it should be at least if they give it enough time.
I think all the
And
finals.
Sanjay Dutt doesn't come in there and whack him in the face with like a ladder or something.
I swear to God, man, I've sat in them sing shows. Everything goes to DQ. I'm throwing hands with Tony.
Double Uranagi. What the fuck?
I will personally find Tony Khan and ask him what he's doing, man. But moving on, we get to the Jericho Appreciation Society stuff, facing up with the Blackpool Combat Club.
And the
Uh,
Eddie Kingston crew.
yeah, basically. It starts off Jericho starts cutting promos. They get a little bit personal towards the BCC and Eddie Kingston and friends.
Yep.
Goes to the Stadium Stampede, which John Mox is like, look, I'm not doing that. That sounds very WWE. We're not here for that. I'm not doing that. I want gang rules, which I don't know what that means. That sounds interesting.
Guns, knives, forks, hats,
I
taxi
would,
cabs,
I would personally love to see someone bring a knife to a wrestling
long swords, razor
match.
blades.
I want to be a match in the parking lot, honestly. I want to be behind like some back alley, just all 5 guys beating each other's asses.
I had 5 guys.
Yeah, 5 guys in the back alley of a 5 guy. That's really what I want here.
That's perfect. Yeah, I think we booked the best match.
They go inside the 5 guys at some point. John Moxley gets the
All the
peanuts.
employees scurry out.
Someone orders the Artery Annihilator. Probably,
I have an artery and outlet. They're just running out of the building. Hey, come back! Come back here! I want an artery annihilator.
yeah. I think that'd be very entertaining. I'd appreciate that if they did it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But don't worry, I can skip past the one important part here. That William Regal's idea of a Branker shoving toothbrushes up his ass.
I'm looking for doing gang rules though. Nick Gage has to appear.
He does on behalf
He
of
has to
John
give one of
Moxley.
them an artery annihilator.
But like a different kind, like more violent version of the sandwich.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Let's not skip past the fact that William Regal thinks a prank is shoving a toothbrush up his ass.
That's not. Yeah, that wasn't good. That was not good.
I mean, I can see why you would think it'd be a prank, but I think it's weirder.
I
Someone
think
wants
that's
to be
just
doing
like,
that.
yeah. Don't worry. I don't even know, man. It was just a weird thing to say.
Cause I get it. I'd be disgusted if I found out someone did that to my toothbrush, but also, why were they putting that in there?
Why
Like,
did you do that? Yeah.
not to judge, but that's just
I
me.
mean, the guy has done it more than one time as well.
That is true. He did it to Daniel Garcia. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I think he's just a weird guy, William Regal.
He's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
I think it's a weird prank. That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a prank. It's like it's weirdly kind of. It's more than a prank at that point.
I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying that's not my idea of a prank, personally.
No, no. Especially when they don't know about it too.
Yeah, that's like I get that it's kind of funny, but like he was really
Yeah,
holding that in there for like 20 years, hoping he could tell Jericho at some point.
that's true. Anyway,
Also, Jericho referenced the eye for an eye match in WWE. That was pretty cool. Just
yeah,
trying to cause some dissension between Moxley and his whole team there. Tells him, "Hey man, you had an eye for an eye match with Santana or Ortiz, one of those. I forget which one." He said, the actual good eye for an eye match.
yeah. I guess. I mean, I think Seth Rollins taking out Rey Mysterio's real eyeball kind of is the better match because it was his
It's
actual eye like that, and it was a pretty interesting way of doing it.
not fake at all, totally real. Don't ask questions
Yeah,
about it.
like I mean, the guy can only see in one eye. Like it's kind of crazy.
I don't know how he grew it back, Rey Mysterio. That's impressive.
I think it seems it's in the genes, right? Like if you take out Dominic's eyeball, he'll just regrow it the next day.
He'll take your eyeball if you take his eyeball. I think that's how it works.
Well,
But
maybe it's possibly how it goes.
that's not the kind of guy.
You don't want to fuck with Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah. So, anyways, here we get some dissension here. Danielson
The
and
Ascension was here.
some dissension between
Oh, that's
Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston. And for some reason, after this, maybe you know more about this than I do. Dante Martin and Matt Sydal are like, you know what? I hate the Blackpool Combat Club. They're kind of the worst. I want to match with.
they have no fucking clue why they hated them and why they sounded so robotic, but it's besides the point. Why
Like
would I know anything about this too? I don't watch any AEW stuff.
Matt Sydal says, we're the highest high flying tag team, and we don't like the Blackpool Combat Club because reasons. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and we're gonna fight them. Rampage.
I mean, I don't mind the match. I just want to know the reasoning there because I don't feel like there's a lot of reason going on.
I really don't know the reasoning, but you know who cares a fuck? And there's no reason really in AEW.
Man. Well, moving on, we get the second.
That's the whole lack of story thing, man. Everyone just wants to fight each other for no reason.
I think they're trying to give them stuff to do. They're like, you hate the Blackpool Combat Club. Why? Figure
Like,
it out,
whose
man.
fault is it that they hired too many motherfuckers to keep up with?
It's like a lesser version of what AEW does when AW first came around. They started hiring people left and right.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, but it's getting there. I think they
I feel like
calm
it
down.
should have been done when Swerve Scott signed or Jonathan Gresham or whoever the fuck. Yeah.
Did he even get Gresham, or is he just doing his ROH deal? I don't even know.
I honestly don't know. I haven't seen him on AEW at all.
Yeah, I know someone had a match with Dalton Castle. I forget who it was. It might have been Jonathan Gresham.
Perhaps. But yeah, I think when Swerve signed, I think it should have been over. Like, as soon as Swerve and Lee were there, it's, that's it. And maybe Johnny Gargano at the end of the day. But
I
and
think
I
he
think
should.
you let John Morrison go somewhere else. Yeah.
It's hard to tell with John Morrison. You could just hear his name for one night. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yep. Moving on, we get to Britt Baker versus the Joker in her match. Pulling double duty is that guy impressive, I think.
Yeah.
But it's Maki Ito. Fun surprise there. Happy to see her again.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was cool.
I guess
The hard head thing, I never knew about that. That was kind of crazy.
man, she's bouncing her off the turnbuckle, showing off, man. Really,
Yeah,
really taking those bumps herself, it's impressive.
ain't crazy. It was kind of like a Damien Sandow when he used to be the Miz's stunt double and do the moves on himself.
Like Damian Mizdow, one of the greatest gimmicks.
Damien Miz now. Yeah.
Remember that, man, when he was in the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal? He lost to the Big Show. Then he lost to the Miz. He kept losing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't remember that specific spot, but I'm sure it happened.
Yeah, well, WrestleMania 31 pre-show, it happened. I remember the WrestleMania 31 pre-show.
Maybe because it was the pre-show and I didn't watch the pre-show. Maybe.
I mean, I don't even know why I remember that from like 7 years ago, but I do. I shouldn't.
Okay.
Well, honestly, at the end of the day, you know what? It was a fun match. Some people might not like it. It's like more of a comedy match, I feel. But I just enjoyed it being a fun thing to watch.
It was a fun thing to watch. I think did Britt Baker win?
She did. She beat Magito with the lockjaw. She advances in the tournament and get the stare down between her and Tony Storm.
It's true. Tony Storm did come out to threaten her or whatever she did.
Stare down. Didn't really do much.
That's how you friend somebody nowadays. You just stare at them in their face.
I
Make
mean,
them make them feel the fear. You know, that's how it goes.
that's what I do. When I'm walking in public, someone just walks in front of me, even though they saw I was walking, I have to stop and stare them down, even if they're not looking, just to really prove a point,
Yeah, exactly. And then they look at you and they're like, "Why are you staring at me, bro?"
I
And
don't
you're like,
answer. I
I
just keep
wasn't.
staring.
I was not."
I don't
And
answer. I
you're like,
just keep
"Oh,
staring.
okay, that's how you do it." Okay.
I really want them to understand that they did something wrong. Even if they think you're weird, I just gotta prove a point.
I'm not weird. You're weird. And then they turn around, and then you turn around. You go separate ways.
Maybe at some point yell out, "Hey, I'm walking here," but
That's a little too movie-esque.
still to New York,
Yeah, a little too New York. Doesn't happen everywhere, you know.
yeah. Tell you what did happen though. The Tony Schiavone segment in the ring. He starts
The
talking.
Mexican pizza came back today when I'm recording this.
It did. I was out and about. I saw a Taco Bell. I was so tempted to go get one just to have it here. Be like,
Well, you were out and about, and you could have got one.
I was gonna just for the joke that you want Mexican pizza, but I had one and you didn't.
Well, that's rude. Then it's fucking terrible. Why would you do that to me?
It's for the meme, because you wanted one. I feel like
Well,
you
yeah,
don't
it's
mind
for the meme. That is true. But still,
for the
I
in
would
joke.
definitely
Fair
be
enough.
actually insulting me personally. I'd be like, damn, that sucks. Anyway, it's okay. I'll get one eventually, is what I'll tell myself.
Yeah, I'll mail it to you all the way to wherever you are.
Give me some soggy ass Mexican pizza that I can't even really eat.
It'll be a very large box with a bunch of bubble wrap, and in
You can
there.
try and freeze it and send it. Maybe that'll work.
No, I'm just throwing in the box with the bubble wrap in the Taco Bell bag.
We'll see how that works, yeah.
No return address.
It just goes to whoever.
Send it to the wrong address. Some random stranger's gonna get Mexican pizza.
They open it up. Oh my god. I've been hungry all these years. And now I finally have a Mexican pizza.
No, don't be concerned about opening it because why is they someone sending me a large box with no return address? They're gonna open it eventually and be like, why is there a expired Mexican pizza from Taco Bell here?
This must have been from years ago.
Yeah, the postal system, man. That's unfortunate. But what's not unfortunate? The second incident of the joke happened again. Serena Deeb also hates Tony Schiavone. Let's go.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. That shit just came out there and was like, oh, fuck you, Tony Schiavone. I hate you.
Just like you, me, and the homies. She understands.
Yeah, I think us and Serenity would be homies. I think that would be the case.
I also agree. And I also personally feel that she has a chance at winning. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna put all my money on Serenity to win.
Yeah,
From
like
the
DraftKings.
DraftKings app. Yeah.
Gonna win in 2 seconds flat with an
Not
armbar.
sponsored. Not sponsored. AEW sponsored.
They didn't get that sponsorship. You know what? Good for them. That's pretty. Do you think anyone actually gambled on a random episode of Dynamite?
I mean, I would.
I mean, I get that you got the Joker stuff going on and you got some cool matches there. But you think anyone actually
Who's
did?
gonna be the Joker? Johnny Elite.
Some
Like, who's
probably
the
put Johnny
choices for?
Gargano. Some
Johnny
probably put
Gargano.
Some probably put that, and then they sent them to Sweden. Like, but they said it's it. Where's my money?
True. True. You can email someone after that.
You think you would take down that tweet? Is it still up? It might be.
I wonder if they either Johnny Gargano was coming in or like, you know, they just mixed up two Johnnies.
Probably Some dude on the team was like got told that Johnny showed up and he just assumed it was Johnny Gargano.
Maybe. It was like,
I,
who's the free agent Johnny? Ugh.
I don't know how he didn't realize there was something wrong when he saw the picture, but
I mean, maybe Johnny Gargano had a baby and then suddenly grew
he's
out his hair and all that stuff.
he got tall, he got tan, but
Muscular.
he suddenly has a much different voice.
I
He's calling himself Johnny Lee for some reason.
mean, he would have, right? Like, if John Morrison didn't come to AEW with that name, he probably would have been Johnny Elite.
I just love the idea that Johnny Gargano's midlife crisis he turns into John Morrison.
That would be funny. Yeah.
That's my new headcanon. It's what he does when he reaches 40. He'll come back out with the pants and the jacket.
He's morphs into John Morrison.
It's a
He does
bad.
a bunch of parkour. Bad parkour.
You try everything that John Morrison does. You can't do it right. He just does the opposite.
He's-
Comes out four spray tan. Tries to do the freeze frame thing, but he starts moving too quickly.
The thing about John Morrison is that I feel like he does a lot of things, but he does it all wrong. That's what I think.
He does a lot of things. It's just that he's never gotten
He's not precise with anything he does.
the Starship Bane, man. That ain't the best move in the business, man.
Mass shoot. Oh, so he did the 450 splash, too far away. Or yeah, he was too far away.
That's I remember
Every time
that
he leaps, he doesn't quite hit correctly with anything.
like in the Samoa Joe match. He did the thing, the 450, and he landed on his knees first before he hit Samoa Joe. So that
Yeah,
takes in most of
exactly.
the momentum there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely. I feel like he just does everything incorrectly
it looks impressive till he does it wrong.
till
I'm
he,
not
till he
saying I can do
lands on
better.
them, and then it's like, oh, okay, that was it.
I'm not saying I can do better. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, you know.
You know, before he kicks somebody, does 3 cartwheels, and like you can see that coming from a mile away. Samoa Joe.
Yeah. I mean Samoa Joe won. That's really all that matters. I think.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so Serena Deeb comes out and says, Tony, I hate you. You know, I will win at Double or Nothing. JR's pretty smart. He said I would win. She calls out Dustin because Dustin also thinks she can't win. So it's getting really, really personal. Starts talking about things about how she had the, crawl on scratch and we didn't say it specifically, but she had to do that. Talk about straight society now. She had to get implants and shave her head. And then Thunder Rosa comes out and yeah, she tries to stop her. And she ends up hitting Dustin by accident. And that distracts her long enough for Serena Deeb to take her down.
Yeah, I mean it's the only story-driven thing like I've seen like them do for this match, like building up the match. But honestly, it wasn't like super crazy. Like I was like, oh, I want to see this match now, but I wanted to see the match before because of the wrestling. You know?
It's weird. It's an afterthought feud, but it's like it'll be a good match. It's just not something you're thinking about going into the show.
And why does she hate Thunder Rosa though?
I really don't know. I really, it's because people think that she's better than her potentially.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like Serena Deeb's never really cut like long promos. But I don't think her delivery is necessarily the best when it comes to promos.
Personally, I think this feud could use about 2 more extra weeks of build. Maybe end that Hikaru Shida feud a little bit early.
I think so as well. Yeah, I think they could have definitely made it work if they had more time to do it. But at
Time
this
just
moment, I'm not really into the story. I'm not really, the match is cool. The match is cool.
yeah, the segment I thought it was fine. It's a little
It was
weird.
okay.
It was kind
Yeah.
of weird, kind of awkward being there for that. You know,
And she's, yeah, it felt a little awkward just watching it. It just didn't really feel natural.
yeah, no, because suddenly Serena Deeb's having a breakdown here about how no one thinks she's gonna win and how she doesn't get enough respect. Which I mean, it might all be true, but it just kind of
Yeah,
came out of nowhere.
definitely. But that was that really.
That was that, and yeah, we get to the main event, which had less than 10 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
This bothered me so much because it comes back from commercial at 9:50, and somehow 3 minutes later they give us another commercial. I couldn't believe this shit, man.
And I didn't get the commercials. I didn't get the commercials. So I was doing okay.
I was sitting there, man. I was like, all right. It's not a long match, but at least we're gonna get a commercial-free match. And they squeezed one in the middle. I couldn't believe this, man. How the hell at 9:50 at 9:53 we're squeezing in commercials with 6 minutes left?
It's just how it has to be done. I think WWE does the same thing, actually.
They are not that bad.
No, they're pretty bad, I think.
No, from what I remember, I could be misremembering. I don't remember them doing one with like 5 minutes left in the show.
I feel like I feel like it does happen a lot, though. I'm not sure if it's with only AEW shows or if it's with like SmackDown and Raw as well.
I gotta be misremembering something. I don't remember AEW always being this way where they like will have this many commercials going on.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's been that way a little bit recently.
Recently, yeah, I don't remember it being a thing though, like the entire time though.
Maybe not the entire time. I think they definitely, try their best to do as limited commercials as possible at first.
That's be a TBS thing, right? I would assume so.
Probably, yeah. It's likely.
I remember it being like this in TNT. I'm assuming it's a TBS thing.
Probably. That's the only real explanation I could probably figure out.
So anyway, the match happens. Adam Cole jumps Jeff Hardy for the bell. Matt Hardy just stands there. He's like, "Bro, really? That's what we're doing now? Like, come on, man."
I thought he was
Then
gonna help or something.
I also was standing there like, Matt, what? You gotta know this by now. It's been 2 minutes. He's kind of kicking Jeff's ass over there.
Man, Hardy's not really a tough guy.
Just sitting over there. It's like, man, Jeff, where is he, man? He's usually hit the ring by now. Uh,
He was dancing and stuff. I mean, I thought I saw him do that.
I don't know, man. Matt, help.
Did they put
Man.
Jeff Hardy's dance in Fortnite?
They did.
No, I said, did they put the Hardy dance in Fortnite?
No, not that I know of.
I feel like that would be a dance that you should put in Fortnite.
If you ever get an AW collaboration, it'll happen. Trust me.
Not true. I feel like they'd be down for that. I think Tony Khan is a big Fortnite guy.
Tony Khan, Kenny Omega, get him in there. The Bucks.
Oh, like Young Bucks, the Elite, being Fortnite. I mean, that makes sense to me.
I was singing there also. I don't know. It just sounds like an idea.
Definitely sounds like a good idea. I think WWE would do like the New Day in Fortnite
They probably would,
and
but
do like unicorn based stuff.
give him a Bootios box or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the Bootios box and Super Power
Nothing.
Force and Bootios.
It's no
Just guns, really.
I don't know. Explain down below if you
Yeah.
guys know. Could have been more if we had more time, but that's really not on them. That's on an AW thing. Um, it ends with Adam Cole winning. The Elite come out and they jump. Um, they jump going in there. Beating some ass. But
Now it's time for some thumb thoughts.
yeah, right at the end, Craig left. Couldn't wait, man. That's unfortunate.
It was thank God at the end, though. Thank God it was at the end of the recording.
It was, but it ended pretty well, I think, right in the middle of thumb thoughts. We didn't get there yet. But yeah, what were your thoughts, I guess?
My thoughts with my thumb were like, I don't even know, honestly. What would you say?
I would say it was a thumbs up episode.
I didn't say thumbs up. I mean, the wrestling on the show was really good. I wasn't really entertained by too much else, other than that.
I would say it's very close to being a double thumbs up, but just
A
didn't
double
quite
thumbs up.
get there for me. So I'm gonna go with thumbs up, but it's very high thumbs up.
I did enjoy the show for what I saw, so I'll give it a thumbs up as well. But I probably wouldn't even go as far as saying like double thumbs up though.
I would say it gets close, but doesn't get there just quite.
Yeah. I just
But
wasn't really that interested in what was going on, like other than like the matches themselves, you know.
it's fair. Storylines could use a little bit of work. That's my big
But
hope
there
after.
was a lot of positives, and they definitely outweighed the negatives. So thumbs up makes sense.
So you want to plug away for this one?
Yeah, go follow us wherever you possibly can. Go on our podcasting platforms, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, share, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified. We'll see you next one. Bye.